still start a sentence. And I don't even know where it's going. I find it along the way. Like an improv conversation.
Maybe a drink will help. Put some alcohol in your mouth to block the words from coming out.
You stupid, dumb idiot moron, bitch. No offense.
It could be a miracle. It could be bullshit. There's only one thing we know for sure.
It's the motherfucking clear frame boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's time! Allow me to reintroduce myself.
It's the motherfucking Clear Frame Boys.
Yo, what's up?
What's good?
It's your boy Louis D2C, aka Dennis Podman. I always come with the rebounds because I always bounce back. With me, as always, is Nestor 3000.
What's up, motherfuckers? We're back.
Damn.
That was a good one.
On the roadcaster.
Oh, he's not done yet.
Blessed by the sun, kissed by the rain. We got St. Pablo. Oh. Now, who's our guest today? Who is this motherfucker and why is he
Oh,
here?
shit. All right, so this guy right here, he is one of the most influential person that I had growing up, but he's also one of the biggest bullies I had growing up.
That's not true.
Yeah, I back that. I back that.
Yeah, but that's besides the point. You know, this is the guy that got me into hardcore, wrestling, and crack.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll talk about that one later, too. I'm
hell
just
of a
joking.
drug.
I'm just joking. He's also my primo hermano. More on that one later. It's a little bit weird, but it'll make sense. Trust me. He is my godfather. That's a true story. I know.
That's funny because he's also my primo father.
One of my favorite fucking persons alive. I love this dude, ladies and gentlemen. Jaime.
Hey, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, no
Welcome
problem. Why don't you
back.
bring the mic a little bit closer?
Sorry.
There.
Welcome
First,
back.
closer.
The guests might not know, but this is actually your second time here, right?
Oh,
Third
jeez.
attempt.
Yeah, third
Is it
attempt.
third attempt?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got blocked real quick.
So I actually have a question for you guys.
Yes.
All right. Would you rather know the year you die, but not the day, or the day and not the year? So hear me out. So if I told you like you're gonna die in 10 years, but you don't know what day, so like what? It's 2021.
Yeah.
So you're gonna die in 2031, but you don't know what day.
Mm-hmm.
So but you got a good 10 years to fucking just wild out.
Yep.
Or you can know the day. So like say what today's June 12th. So you're gonna die June 13th. So every June 13th you're gonna fucking stress out. But you're gonna be fucking so happy June 13th when you wake up.
I think I would rather know the year.
Yeah, because you're an
Yeah.
anxiety person. So every June 13th you just be like, nah, I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, and it wouldn't just be June 13th. It'll like build up like a month, 2 months before. It'll always just be in the back of my fucking mind. Where I have 10 years, I can just plan accordingly.
Everyone around you would just be so sick of your shit. It's just like on June 13th, every little sound. Oh shit, no, I can't leave my house. I can't leave my house.
Yeah, fuck
And then
that.
he dies on the toilet.
Probably, bro, honestly.
I would rather know the day, to be honest.
Why?
I mean, you could die tomorrow, right? I
Yeah.
think you'll kind of it'll become normal.
Okay.
If you know 10 years from now, you get anxiety, that 10th year is going to suck. Every day
Yeah.
you're going to be like, I'm going to die today.
But those,
No, but
those,
you're gonna live it up till then.
yeah,
'cause
those
nothing
9
matters,
years. Those
'cause
9
you're
years, I know I'm not going to die. So maybe my anxiety would be cured for 9 years. You know, just because I don't have that thought like, oh, you know, something could go wrong, you know, fucking terrible accident, whatever it is. I won't have that in the back of my mind because I already know, you know, unless somebody fucks with the timeline.
See, but I think what Jaime's trying to say is basically like you could die any day. So
Yeah.
if it's June 13th, it doesn't matter what year. At least you're living
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah, but I feel like, for me personally,
it
I feel
could-
like that'll give me more
It could
anxiety.
be June 13th, 50 years from now.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I get that.
So if you
becomes
fuck up
normal
before
life.
then because
Yeah.
you're just like, nothing matters. I'm down
Right.
June 13th anyways.
Oh, I don't agree with him. I just understand his reasoning.
I'd rather do 10 years.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
That's crazy. So you know for sure you're not going to die in 10 years, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Still know what,
we
you don't know what day. It could be January 1st.
Yeah, yeah. I get
It could
that.
be.
I think
fucking-
you want to do that because you know for sure, or you don't know for sure when you're going to die, but you know it's going to be within 10 years. So you don't want to face the facts and you just want the other one, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's more normal. You live.
No,
day
but
to
like
day.
you personally, like you know you only have like 10 years left.
Yeah. See. Oh, okay. I get.
No,
that.
what we're saying is that you live life like that already because you're old as shit. So you know you're gonna do.
He didn't come here to get personally attacked and shamed by his age.
You know what? Well, you don't get to decide what happens in life.
Well,
you know?
welcome.
Nice to be here, guys.
Welcome back. So we've taken a break, right? We're
Yeah.
finally back. The boys are back. Don't
back.
call it a comeback, but you know it is what it is. Clear Frames is a bad bitch. You can't kill us.
Jaime's back, right, for the third time we said?
This is something like that.
The first time he got banned for...
Third time's a charm, is what they say.
You got a 10-day ban the first time.
Yeah.
What do you mean a 10-day ban?
Yeah, you just got a 10-day ban from Clear
It
Frames.
was like
the
a
first
warning.
time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The second time, that was bad.
It was a saturation.
You almost... I really thought you...
Pablo will agree. You guys bitched out on the second time.
No.
You try to kill us, as I would.
We can talk about the second time, right?
Okay.
So, let me just disclaimer.
But sick ass rescue, right? Am I right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was great.
yeah.
That was great. That shit was
Let me
hilarious.
just say
Alright.
a quick disclaimer. I deal with anxiety, so I've had a doctor tell me before that I should try this. I just listened to the wrong person this time, but I have had professional. So, and you know, allegedly, but whatever. Just a quick disclaimer. I've been told by a doctor.
I don't suffer from anxiety.
I've been
but-
told by a doctor, so I asked Jaime for advice.
Well, here's the thing. I'm diagnosed with anxiety. I've seen doctors for this shit. They tell me, this is an alternative. But this was also a 420 special, and who better to have than Jaime on a 420 special? And I thought, he's experimented quite a bit, and I thought, like, maybe he knows what he's talking about. So we were going to do a fun 420 special. We're going to take some fucking edibles and have a good time and watch that. What was it, the Jake Paul
Paul
Yeah,
fight.
yeah,
Ben
yeah.
Askren?
The first one, not the.
Yeah, that's how long ago it was, guys. And anyways, so he brought us some edibles, some gummies, and I was like, you know what? I've tried it before. I did one, maybe two, and it was like total. The max I've done is like 5 or 10 milligrams, and I was good. That was like more than good. Like that was more than enough for me.
I think I done 30
And
in the past.
so I did that, before we started even recording. I did that so it could just kind of flow in my body. And then he started giving me some advice. And
Some
granted,
recommendations.
I don't do this. I very rarely do this. And this is somebody that probably has a higher tolerance than I do. And he's
Just
like,
a little bit.
he's like, all right, just do more. I'm like, no, I think I'm good. He's like, oh, no, trust me, just do at least 2 more. Like, okay, 2 more. You know what, dude? It's not gonna hit you. It's not gonna hit you. You need to do a little bit more. He's all, you can't space it out. Like, you just have to do it all at once. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just say, you're not pressuring us. Like, we make our own decisions. I made the own decision here.
No, he peer pressured me. he cornered me in the bathroom, and he's like, "If you don't eat another fucking edible, I'm gonna whoop your ass."
Shove it up your ass.
How much did I think I just did 40 milligrams.
40
but
milligrams
I don't
each.
do this. I did 40 milligrams. So did you. And holy
I was cool at first. I was
He
fine.
could have pulled through. It felt like for a second there, he came back and he sat down.
Yeah.
And he was like, let's wait for Nestor.
Yeah. Nestor got pregnant.
Yeah. Nestor.
Yeah, I was done.
That was Pablo's perfect joke. He thinks he's pregnant.
Dude, I felt like a fucking schizophrenic. I literally had like voices in my head, my own voices in my head telling me things. I was like looking at myself in third person. I thought I wasn't gonna wake up. I was like, you know what? I'll just sleep it off. I'll go to sleep and then wake up and I'll be fine. I couldn't fucking sleep. I was just in my head.
I couldn't sleep either.
Yeah. Dude,
I was super paranoid.
This literally was the worst.
I
man.
slept like a baby.
I looked over at Pam. I was like, why the fuck are you being nice to me?
She
Dude.
was pretty mad when she picked you up.
Was she?
She like, who did this to him? She saw me. It was you. I was like,
Dude, I thought my life was over. And then to top it off, like I had cotton mouth like a motherfucker.
That shit was the worst.
It felt like I had sand in my mouth, dude. I would
Yeah,
swallow
dude.
sand.
Yes, that shit was.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking like, I'm gonna stop breathing. I'm gonna choke to death.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, dude. This is how it ends, man. And I have Truman syndrome. I think I live in. You guys seen the Truman Show?
Yeah.
I think my
Jim
life
Carrey.
is the Truman Show. And I was like, yeah, this confirms it. And this is how my Truman Show ends. Yeah.
high in a bed.
Jaime kills me high on a bed.
Nah, but
Well,
Louis
what a
was
way to
handling
go.
it for a little bit. Like, you
For a
looked
little
all right.
bit.
Lewis was funny as fuck. I remember he was saying some funny roller coaster shit. And dude, you were that was great. But me, like, I couldn't. As soon as we sat down, I was like, yeah, this isn't fucking happening, guys.
Yeah, it didn't help me. Sitting down didn't help me either.
You know what? The big mistake was that we were talking about it afterwards. Where it's like, I think we should have started recording. Sorry. As soon as you started taking them.
Yeah.
That way you can kind of catch the wave. And I felt that we were recording already, chatting it up.
Yeah.
It would have calmed you guys down a bit. So
See, the shit he was saying outside would have been funny, but just being like in this,
Confined?
like, yeah, it just wasn't good for me. And then you motherfuckers kept coming in my room. And I don't know what intentions you had, dude, but that just scared me even more. I was wide awake.
We were checking on your well-being.
I was
You're
like,
welcome.
Yo,
first he told me to
these
take
guys
more.
are after me.
He told me to take more, and now he's coming to my room
Nestor's out clenching his
looking
butt.
for a sweater. You know,
He's coming.
sure.
Hey, he's trying to kill me.
You
He
know
gave
what?
me a bunch of edibles. Now he's coming into the room to finish the job.
luckily, I found that sweater I've been missing since
Oh,
like 2
yeah.
years.
Right.
2 years.
Yeah, that
So
Puma sweater.
some good came out of
shit.
it.
Yeah. See? Wasn't all bad.
There we go, man. That was your plan all along, huh? I just want to raid the closet.
He
For
was
my
mad.
own
He was
clothes.
mad about the sweater, and he took it out on the wrong person.
Oh man, I can laugh about it now, but dude, I really thought I was dead. I don't.
I was so depressed the next day, dude. I was
Oh, yeah.
so depressed.
That's the other thing.
I was so fucking depressed. I depleted like all my serotonin in my brain.
Fuck.
I was so fucking down.
Dude.
I was like, I don't even want to do the
what,
podcast.
what a downer.
Dude, I thought like I was like, all right, if I do wake up, it's gonna be like, it's over. Like with everything, usually your thought is like, I'm gonna sleep it off and I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be fine. Dude, I woke up, I was so tired and like my head was empty, like it was like literally empty, bro. I was like, damn, I literally killed my last brain cell.
That or you reset. You kind of
Oh.
got rid of the anxiety.
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
reset and you got to
Yeah.
refill it now.
But the anxiety came back when I texted Lewis, or I think I called you actually.
I don't remember.
And I was like, yo, this wasn't good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Well, I thought it was pretty.
Yeah, I know you guys had fun.
Is my hat over there? I don't know where my hat is. Anyways, so Jaime, you are a big fan of wrestling, right?
Not so much now, but like,
But like old school shit.
Yeah.
Would you say Bret Hart is your favorite? Bret the
Yeah.
Hitman Hart?
yes.
Okay, so
100%.
do you know about the Montreal screw job?
Of course.
Okay.
You lived, like you actually lived the Montreal screw job, right? Yeah.
That's why I kind of started watching WCW, just because of the transition.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Nestor, you want to give a brief description of what the Montreal
Yeah.
screw job is?
So essentially, Bret Hart, it was already known that Bret Hart was leaving the company and he was not a big fan of Shawn Michaels, right? They didn't get along. And so traditionally, when somebody leaves the company, when the champion leaves the company, they drop the belt. Well, Vince McMahon wanted Bret Hart to drop the belt to Shawn Michaels, and to top it off, it was in Quebec, right? He's from Quebec.
It was in. I'm not sure where, but it was in Canada.
Yeah, from
in-
Canada.
It was
So
in
that
Canada.
was a big deal too. Yeah.
Montreal. It was in Montreal. It's the Montreal screw job. No.
I mean, I didn't know exactly where he's from, so I thought you were throwing out
We
some
should probably
fun
edit
facts,
that part
but-
out.
No, let's leave it in. But
Jabronis.
so the Hart family, I think, is from Montreal, or at least from Canada. You know,
No, they're from Calgary.
Calgary. There you go. I don't know how close. It doesn't matter.
California.
But the whole thing is like, well, he doesn't want to lose in his hometown, especially not the belt, and especially not to fucking Shawn Michaels. I think that was like the number one fucking person he hated there. And I guess there's like multiple sides to the story. Obviously, everyone has their own side to the story. What ended up happening was,
You got to hear both sides sometimes, man.
yeah, what ended up happening was Vince McMahon, Vince Russo, and what's the other dude's name? He hates Vince and Vince Russo. Jim Cornette.
Jim Cornette. Yeah.
They were the writers for wrestling at the time for WWF.
Wait, what was the
And-
last guy?
Jim Cornette.
How do you feel about him?
I like him. I used to hate him.
I don't.
I used to hate him, but the way he talks about wrestling, like I respect
Yeah, but
it.
he's almost like a wrestling gatekeeper. It's just like everything's tradition. Like it can't, nothing could change.
That's what I
This is the way it happened, so that's the way it has to happen.
Not
now.
so much
It's
like that though. I think
he is.
His big thing is against hardcore wrestling, right?
Oh,
if they hit you in the
okay.
head with a fucking shovel, right?
Yeah.
And you get up, then I stone cold stun you. How does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Wrestling's still supposed to be kind of real.
He wants you to sell it. Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's kinda
That I
like,
believe it.
are we
But
selling
like
wrestlers or
I don't know. He's
superheroes,
just like,
you know?
he
That
was
makes
like
sense.
no, because I don't know. Anyways, keep going.
So they're in
we'll,
the,
get, we'll get into
Quick
it.
on
We'll get into
Cornette
it.
though, like I hated him as a kid just as his character.
yeah.
But then like, as you get older and like you see him,
You respect him.
Yeah, you're like,
the way he
dude.
talks about wrestling.
he's really passionate.
He's
Yeah.
like he's like a gatekeeper.
Dude, have you seen his
Like, it can't
like?
be any other way. Like it has to be tradition.
Have you
like,
seen his wrestling room?
Yeah.
That thing is so legit.
It's a museum.
Yeah. Basically.
essentially, yeah. Anyway, so they come up with a different thing. Like, I think they decided that this is. I think Cornette said this, and so did Bret Hart. That Bret Hart's not gonna drop the belt. He's gonna win. I think it was like Survivor Series. I don't know. It was some main event. He's gonna win the main event. You know, in his hometown.
Yeah.
And then the next day is gonna be his last day.
He's gonna like retire.
Yeah, he's gonna give it up on Raw. That way, he doesn't drop the belt to Shawn Michaels. And that was his impression going in. Vince told the referee Earl Hebner that that's not what's gonna happen. That as soon as Shawn Michaels gets the sharpshooter on Bret Hart, which was his finisher,
Which was a big deal too.
Yeah.
For him to lose to his own finisher.
Mhm.
You know?
As soon as he gets him on that, he's gonna ring the bell and he's gonna drop the title there. But they didn't tell Bret Hart that. Shawn Michaels says he didn't know, but who knows? So that's what happens. They're having a good match. He gets him in the sharpshooter, and instantly he rings the bell. Earl Hebner,
Was that the ref?
that's the ref. He runs the fuck out of the arena, and he gets in
Hopped in his car and took off.
gets in the cab or a car, and he's out because he already knows the shit show that's
Who
gonna
was,
happen.
who was behind him?
I don't know who else
He
ran.
said like someone else ran, and they were like, it might have been Vince.
No,
No,
Vince
no,
was
no.
there. So
They
that's the
actually met
fame.
backstage and stuff.
That's the famous.
Somebody else was in the car. With,
I don't know.
behind
Probably
him,
one of the
but-
writers or
Yeah.
something. Just booked it with him.
But that was the famous thing where Bret Hart actually spits in Vince's face outside, and they got that on camera.
Hey, so you saw that growing up when he spit in Vince?
No,
McMahon?
because that
Oh,
was
no.
on pay per view. We didn't have cable at the time.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
I feel you, bro.
We would watch him like probably. Body Drop had a friend that would record him for us. But
So-
I don't think we watched that one.
But you saw it eventually. or
Yeah,
you-
oh yeah.
Was
Yeah. So
that
what's
what did they show on Raw? Did you watch Raw or you didn't have that
Yeah.
either?
Well, on the Raw, it was when they like a midget Bret Hart came out.
Oh, so they just made fun of him.
Yeah, and like Shawn was champion already. So
Oh,
they were just kind of.
did they show any of like the spit, like him spitting in his face?
I don't think so.
Nah, they were
trying to stay away from that.
They avoided all that.
So, anyways, at backstage after all this, and the other famous shot is when Bret Hart like looks at the camera and he writes WCW,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
basically, he's promoting another fucking
He had
promotion.
enough self awareness to do it backwards. Too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was legit. And then backstage, Bret Hart goes to Shawn Michaels. He's like, "What the fuck?" Like, he's like, "Dude, I swear I did not know this was gonna happen." He plays it off. Vince is in there. I think he tells Vince like, "I want you the fuck out of the locker room after my shower." He gets out of the shower. Vince is trying to like calm him down. Supposedly, he hit Vince with a big uppercut and he dropped Vince. And then Shawn Michaels is quaking in his boots, and he goes up to Shawn Michaels and he shakes his hand. He says, "Thanks for the match," or something like that.
I have
Yeah,
no-
yeah,
I've
yeah.
never
And
heard
then
of that.
That's
and
exactly
then
what
he
he
walks
says.
out.
Yeah.
And that was that. Then he went to WCW. And did it kind of kill his career at WCW?
Yeah, well, I mean, it died there pretty much.
Okay.
But yeah, look, they did nothing with him. Like they completely botched that
Mhm.
too.
Hopefully I didn't botch the story too much.
No, it seems pretty much. But my overall thing about it, honestly, I kind of feel like they were all being like babies about. Like every single person in that situation was being a baby about it.
But you also got to remember that.
No, but Bret Hart was already making the deal to switch over to WCW. So you obviously got to give up the title or whatever. And like you got to give a little bit of leeway too, because Vince McMahon is a piece of shit. That I'm never gonna fucking argue. But like
But
he's running
he's also a genius in running his own promotion.
But he's running a business. That's the thing. So he wanted to make sure Bret Hart left the belt. He didn't want him to like walk off with it.
No, but the
So
problem was just Shawn Michaels thing was the big deal.
Yeah.
You know, because he's Bret Hart dropped it to him in WrestleMania 12,
But-
with the intention of getting it back from Shawn.
Shawn
Yeah,
Michaels.
Remember, they were both the superstars.
Shawn Michaels was next star, so he has to have Bret Hart leave and him keep promoting Shawn Michaels. But Shawn Michaels didn't even know how to do the sharpshooter when it like
Oh, he helped him get
he
into it,
helped him
right?
get
It
it,
was
because
sloppy,
he was fucking it up.
No, but Shawn Michaels knew though. Like years later, he had an interview and admitted all.
Oh,
that
he
shit.
said he did
Yeah.
know.
He just
Oh,
apologized.
okay.
He just apologized.
They
for
had
it.
an interview like for him and Brett. It was like 2 hour long thing. It was,
Yeah, he apologized for it.
Oh, I missed that.
It was pretty much just Hitman talking shit for 2 hours and Shawn Michaels complimenting him.
Wait, was it bald Shawn Michaels? Like new Shawn Michaels?
Before he got there?
Okay.
No, he had long hair still.
Well, Shawn Michaels
Okay.
already, he was like, he admitted he used to be a piece of shit. In his
Yeah.
younger
Oh,
age.
okay,
He
okay.
was just coming up. He was trying to make his career fucking.
I didn't.
You know?
I didn't watch his new documentary just because I was like, man, fuck this.
He
guy.
apologized.
Okay.
He's like a Christian now or something.
I don't know about all that.
But
But that leads me to other shit too, because also Owen Hart didn't leave.
Owen Hart died.
He was under contract.
No, but he didn't leave.
He was under contract. He just couldn't leave.
No, but he struck a deal after too.
But it's like British Bulldog didn't leave either right away or at all, did he?
Yeah, he did. He wanted to do CW.
Have you watched
At the same time?
Have you watched the Dark Side of the
I'm
Ring?
not sure. I've seen a couple of them, but not.
They're
not all
really
of them.
good. You should watch it.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
So the Owen Hart one, like, brings me back to this. It's just like he didn't leave contract, and he actually re-signed a contract,
Yeah,
and Vince like upped him up in fucking pay because that was.
But I think
supposedly
Owen
gonna be
Hart
his next
didn't
star.
want to be the Shadow anymore either. I think he just wanted to be his own wrestler at that
No,
point.
it's not
But he
really
was
that.
he wanted to retire and be a firefighter.
No,
I think he just wanted to,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He didn't want to keep wrestling, but the other thing too is like that's kind of like when the Attitude Era kind of started because Vince McMahon obviously turned into the villain after that shit.
Right.
That led into the Vince McMahon that we all know and hate. But Owen Hart didn't want to give in to all those gimmicks. They wanted him to be like, oh, like, you know, he's cheating on his wife with this other person. And Shawn
Oh,
Michaels.
shit,
And he didn't
okay.
want. He just wanted to be like he's like, why can't I just like be a good wrestler?
And that's why he wasn't getting big pushes, is because he was just
No.
a small technical
and
wrestler.
they kind of just like pushed him off to the fucking side, and it just kind of like he just kind of like died away, and that's why they had him doing that shit. You know how he died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like they had him doing like that old wrestler gimmick, the Blue Blazer, I believe
Yeah.
was what
Yeah.
it was, and they would lower him down into the fucking ring, and that's how he ended up dying because they got a faulty fucking rig crew, and someone who shouldn't have died at that age died.
Yeah, that was terrible. And since we're like, it's not wrestling, it's boxing, but what do you guys think about the whole like YouTubers and influencers boxing?
Money grab.
Yeah, money grab for sure.
And honestly, nothing wrong with that, right? Like, who cares?
It's not
Yeah.
because it's
It's-
fucking entertaining.
It's kind of like
At the end of the day, that's what it's
And
supposed
who's
to be.
really watching it? Like,
It's kinda
real
like
fight fans watching
celebrity-
it or TikTok fans watching
I feel like
it?
everyone's
Right.
watching it, to be
Well, I mean,
honest
they had
with
it
you.
like a show yesterday. I didn't even know about it.
It's
Yeah.
kind of it's kind of like celebrity death match, right? It's just like people.
I
that
mean, no one's dying.
Well, no,
The concept, right?
but like the concept,
Yeah,
like, you know,
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like, you know, people you don't really care about. And it's just like, oh,
But it's-
like,
it-
let me see
well,
this fuck up, just fucking.
It's
do some
interesting that
shit.
fucking Floyd boxed, one of these guys.
Like I said, money grab.
money
Yeah.
grab, money for him, money for
He can't compete with like a current.
Did you
like,
see that
contender.
one?
Oh fuck no.
I streamed it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
who won?
It was no
no
winner, no
judges.
judges.
But
Exhibition.
Floyd won if you want. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, he-
So a waste of time.
I mean,
Entertainment,
A waste
dude.
of everybody's time.
I think he made like 50 mil or something like that. He made a lot of money, Floyd.
I think Floyd made.
I heard
100.
Floyd
100?
actually
Yeah.
like boxed on that one. He wasn't just running around like he normally does.
Well, what
yeah.
does he have to lose?
It was a hugging match.
The big guy hugged him a lot.
Yeah.
Big guy.
He was
It wasn't
tired.
really
He was
entertaining.
tired.
I mean, Floyd looked all right, I guess. for
But I mean, the
being old.
promotion is where the entertainment was at.
Was it like all I saw was the last fight? Was it like the last one with like musical acts and all that stuff?
I didn't see it.
I just saw the last fight.
but I know there was a lot of hype on the way to it, like him stealing his hat and all that bullshit.
Hey, but that music shit is fucking tight because the Canelo fight, the last one he just had.
That was different.
That
though.
was sick,
But
though.
That was really fucking
Yeah.
good, but it was different. It was just like one at the for the entrance.
Yeah.
Not in between fights.
Oh yeah, like a whole concert.
Yeah.
and
I don't
fight.
mind them between ones because that like gives you more bang for your buck. You get to
you're-
see artists
That's
perform.
what I'm saying though. Like you're not a fight fan, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't watch UFC, you don't watch boxing.
Yeah, I want to see fight after
Yeah,
fight.
you want to be entertained.
Well, I
You're
think
not
it's
trying to watch
different with
fighting.
UFC.
you know.
Boxing, I feel like it's just like rigged, and it's just like I don't know.
I mean, that's a concept that's always been around. I mean, you can say that about
I mean,
anything,
rigged
right?
or not, a boxing fan wants to see boxing matches.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why it's for a
But it's
different
like
crowd.
football. Football fans want to watch football, but there's still a halftime show.
Only during the
But
Super
there's
Bowl.
only one.
During the
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And that's the whole
Yeah.
thing with like the Canelo fight. He had
But
his
there's also the
thing.
commercials, and people look forward to the commercials, and that's in
But
between
that's for
every
Super
break.
Bowl.
Yeah, that's why so many people watch the Super Bowl for the special stuff, the commercials, the halftime show, and You know?
Well, it's the same thing. They're just
I
doing
mean,
the
like,
same
you've been to a
thing. Now
football
they're
party,
having
right?
they're having musical acts perform.
No, but I'm saying like you've been to a Super Bowl party, right? Where like you have people watching the game
No
and
one
then
ever
everybody else
invites
just
me.
hanging out.
Yeah.
I invited you the last Super Bowl.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. You just decided to stay home.
Damn.
I even called you.
Damn.
That's
you
right.
did.
That's right. See?
Damn.
Putting them on blast, bro.
Oh, I
Pablo
will.
fake homie.
No, but yeah, but that's what it is, though. I think, like, you know, that's why the Super Bowl is so big. You get non-football fans watching it, and you get that same effect with these.
Well, that's why they do the
TikTok fights.
commercials and the
Yeah,
halftime shows
yeah.
for the non-football fans.
So that's why, like, TikTok fans not gonna sit there and watch 5 fights in a row. They'll be like, "What the fuck? I'm bored." So they throw in musical stuff.
That makes
I would
sense.
watch fights in a row.
I would too, and I'm a
'cause
TikTok
you enjoy
fan.
it, but not all those.
He's not calling you a TikTok fan. Relax. He's just saying TikTok.
I'm a
fans
TikTok
in
fan.
general.
That's why those fights are so big, because like, you know, I mean, Jake Paul has like how many followers?
Right.
Yeah.
Like-
Hey, you used to train, right? Did you do boxing or just Muay Thai?
I did boxing as a kid. That's what I did the longest.
Boxing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Did
was
you ever
fun.
have any like?
No,
No.
nothing like that.
When'd you
It's just-
stop?
My coach quit, and like another coach took in, and they were changing everything. Like, it was just weird. And then I was like, huh.
How much time did you do?
I did almost a year.
Oh, okay, so not that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing crazy like that. Yeah.
As a kid though, how old are you?
I think it was like 15 or 16, something like that.
Oh, okay. So I mean, you could pick it up and retain it at that age.
Oh yeah. you
And
know.
then how was transitioning from that to Muay Thai? Because you did Muay Thai for a couple years, right?
Not even, dude. I did that for like 3 or 4 months.
Oh shit, I thought you did it for longer.
Nah, dude. Nah.
Oh.
That's why, like my work schedule changed and all that kind of stuff.
But
But it was fun, I guess.
I mean, in that same subject of fighting and whatnot, did you guys hear about the Michigan police reform where all the cops now have to be a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Now, I don't know who's training them, and I don't know how legit the belt and the training is. I don't know what level blue is compared to, like, because brown's the first belt, right?
No, it's white, yellow, blue.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
I think
that's pretty high up.
Not really. I mean, I think they would say like 2 years, maybe. Well, not. I mean, I don't know. Really can't say it.
Yeah.
Time limit though, but
I don't know too much of the details as far as, like, how much time, like how much time they have to do at the gym, if they
Yeah,
even
yeah.
have, like, if it's just a gym for cops and then it's, like, a bullshit blue belt. But
that would be the problem.
But I
Like,
think it's
yeah.
still like they're going in the right direction with that, because then I feel like they'll learn some discipline too. Getting their ass beat and getting choked out and whatnot. But again, I don't know who's training them. It might be just another cop that's a jiu-jitsu guy. But I think it's cool that they at least have to do that now after all the bullshit they did with the George Floyd stuff. So
No, yeah, I think that's good too. But also, like you said, depending on how they do it, like I know the Gracie's train a lot of police forces and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But if it becomes like institutionalized kind of thing,
Yeah.
where it's just we're going to the PD gym, at
Right.
At that point, it might become come like 100 hours.
and if we're being honest, that's probably what it is.
And at that point, you
Yeah.
can have the wrong person teaching you how to choke something.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that.
It's just another cop.
Now, if they
yeah.
make you go to accredited school, I think that would be great.
But that's probably not the case. We don't know. I don't know. But
We'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone else picks up on that. Because it does teach you some kind of discipline. And, maybe getting your ass kicked is good for you.
Getting choked out a couple times, feeling it yourself, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yep. You almost fucking choked me out once.
You were drunk though.
Yeah, but I literally was like a second away from going all the way out. I've never felt that way before.
I missed out.
What a bitch.
No, I'm sorry.
Like your eyes are popping out and like all the sound is fading. I was like, oh shit.
See, that I felt at the gym once. They had a pro come in for our jiu-jitsu class. I took a couple of those for a little bit. And he's all, here, feel a real naked choke. He's like, just tap whenever. And I kind of wanted to just feel it. But yeah, dude, I felt like my eyes were about to pop
Yeah,
out of
dude.
my fucking head.
It was tight.
That was rough. Yeah.
I had that feeling one time, but it wasn't like intentional. I was just fucking around with you guys, and body drop got me in a choke, and that's like I was too like.
Wait, of all people, it was fucking. We're calling him body slam now, by the way.
Body slam.
Body slam. My bad. Yeah, he got me in a choke, and that's like around the time. Well, as a kid, I always fucking hated losing, so I was like, I'm not gonna fucking tap. Dude, I had a tap, but yeah, like my eyes were about to pop out. I even went to the bathroom. I'm like, you just want to punch something, dude. My fucking eyes were so bloodshot.
Hey, shout out to Body Slam, dude. That guy fucking gave me a stink face a couple of times when we were younger too. Straight up Rikishi
Dude,
stink
luckily
face,
I never
dude.
got one of those. I was
Wrong
too,
person to get him from.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
dude.
Fucking body
Oh
slam.
Yeah.
shit, man.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna go down like that.
So Jaime, music has always been a big part of your life, right? Hardcore and all that shit. So, what exactly got you into it?
Hardcore?
You remember?
Yeah, how'd you discover it?
Through a friend in high school. We had an animation class together. He would carry this fucking giant CD case.
Yeah. That was the struggle back then.
I would just go through it and he'd let me borrow whatever.
Dude,
I
your
wanted.
collection was wild. Your CD collection.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
yeah.
Your collection was wild.
Yeah,
I loved going to your room and
yeah.
seeing your
Was that
whole
before
collection.
burn discs when you actually had the physical copy, or did you have all burned copies?
I always
No,
bought the
he had
physical
legit
copy.
copies.
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
bought them. I would buy them at shows, you know.
Dude, I
stuff like
remember
that.
one of my favorite memories with you is
I used to save my lunch money. I wouldn't eat.
just to buy
I would
a
eat
fucking
chips
CD.
and soda because it was like $2,
Yeah.
and I'd save the rest. Because my mom would give me 20, so I'd spend 10 for lunch during the week, save the other 10.
Shouts
Oh,
out
yeah.
obesity.
Remember when we went to
Childhood obesity.
what was it at
The real
Ontario
killer.
Mills? Was it FYE?
Yeah.
Yes. Fuck
no,
yeah.
Virgin.
No, it was
No,
FYE.
FYE.
There was no FYE.
Yeah, there
back
was.
Yeah, there
then.
was.
Yes, it was.
There was.
It was one of
Where?
the old school ones, dude.
Dude, they had a large collection of used CDs. Remember, we would buy a stack of CDs.
Dude, we would ransack the
Where?
hardware
Oh,
section.
dude.
Yeah,
at the
dude.
mills.
At the Mills, bro.
Where
It's
the
where
skate shop
yeah,
was.
it's where Vance used to be.
Yeah. It
Dude,
was huge.
it was
dude.
big.
Oh, you're right. It
Yeah.
wasn't an FYE though.
Yeah,
It was
it
something
was.
Yes, it
else.
was.
It was.
There's a difference. There's FYE music, and then there's like FYE, which is like
I remember.
collectibles.
Yeah. After Van Skate Park, it became that.
Yeah.
that
Right.
store.
Dude, it was huge.
We
and
went the first day because there was
Yeah.
coupons. We got coupons that were like 50% off.
we got like it was like 10 CDs for $20 or
Or
something
some
like
shit.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot about that
We
shit.
ransacked that place.
dude, he had literally had the best collection of like just actual brand new.
Well,
or
that's how I got into music was from Jaime's.
I think that's
CDs
how we
that
all
he
got
moved
into
on.
music.
Right? Yeah, like you got into like Stain, right?
It's
For
Stain.
example.
It was
stuff
you.
like that.
Corn was you.
Yeah,
Pop
yeah.
Roach. Yeah.
What was your first show that you went to?
Well, it was a friends band, but like first like show.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that was like go see somebody.
Well, what was your friend's band? What kind of genre was
Hardcore
it?
band.
It was a hardcore band.
Renee was in it. Jimmy Sparks.
Do you
Still
remember
alive?
Do you remember what they were
No.
called?
No, yeah, Rare Breed.
Red Reed.
Rare Breed.
Rare Breed. They were a hardcore band.
Yeah, they
Okay.
played at the showcase or something.
Oh, sick.
We went
I
to see
remember
them there a few
yeah,
times.
Showcase.
Showcase was the shit.
I went there once before they closed.
Now, what was the first like big
It was
hardcore
at,
band show you went to?
At the Glass House. It was we went to go see Poison the Well, but Hatebreed was
Nice.
headlining.
Oh, okay.
Bane
Very
open.
nice.
That's how I
Bane
discovered.
Op- Dang.
Yeah, dude,
That was
that's
a long
how
time ago, huh?
Yeah, dude. I remember that's how I discovered Bane and shit.
You know how I discovered a lot of bands? I went to Warped Tour, and then walking around, they handed me like this booklet, and they gave me a bunch of like bands that weren't even playing, and I just like looked them all up, or I would get like the little sample like
Yeah.
from like Equal Vision and
Yeah,
shit like
yeah.
that, and they had like all those bands on it, and that's how I like discovered a bunch of shit.
I used to burn.
Comeback Kid. That's how I discovered.
I used to burn all those Warped Tour bands on CDs, and he used to write. I can't say what he would write on them, but he would write certain words on those discs. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
It's like a 3-letter word.
They were terrible bands.
I mean,
Three-letter word.
Bayside is good.
Ness.
Atreyu is good.
I like Atreyu. I like the what is it?
I think you just like
That one
torturing
album.
me and annoying me when I was
like The
younger.
Curse.
Right.
That was a good album.
That was
Lipstick
a good
and lipstick and what mascara?
We've talked
yeah.
about this, but you actually, I mean, like you said, I feel like you introduced all of us as far as cousin goes to music, because you literally got all of us into hardcore. Pablo, I might have gotten him into hardcore somewhat.
A little bit.
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. I think I only got him into like new metal and
Right.
like shit like that.
Like you got me into it. You got Robert, Leo, like you got all of us into
Yeah,
that shit.
I took you to you guys to your
You
first
took
show.
Robert and me to our first show.
Lion Man went too.
No, Lion Man didn't
Yeah,
go.
he did.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
It was Robert,
Dude, his mom didn't let him
Yo,
go.
Animal.
Robert, Animal, you and
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
We had such a hard time having
Dude,
his
that
mom
was-
let us play shows.
After that show, I was like, fuck yeah. And then I started going to my own shows, like started
It was a good show too.
branching out. That was such a good
Dude,
show.
what was it? Half Heart.
Have Heart, Foundation, Cruel Hand, Bane. No, not Bane, not Bane. Ceremony and
Yeah,
Shipwreck.
Shipwreck.
Dude,
Dude,
damn.
it was
I wish I
stacked.
would have seen Shipwreck live.
Dude.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, dude, they were good. They were really.
Do you remember
really
your
good.
favorite show that you ever been to?
I
That
think
one?
it was probably that one, to be honest. Not just because of them, which was a big part of it. but
Yeah.
mostly- dude, that was just such a good lineup.
Yeah,
There, I remember in the crowd, you were like, we kind of just looked at each other, and you gave me like a little head nod to get up there, and then you like fucking put me up.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got on stage and I stage dove, and I remember you found the video and you were like a proud dad, dude. You're like, yo, look at Nestor stage diving.
It was funny. A friend of mine found a picture from that show where it's the guy from Have Heart. He's like has a mic out into the crowd, It's a from behind, and
Back
you can
corner.
see all. You can see all of us.
You can see all of us in the crowd just
That's
yelling,
tight,
My
dude.
dude.
birthday, you printed it on a shirt. Fucking Renee. Yeah. You
Oh,
printed it
hell
on a
yeah,
shirt.
dude.
That shit was dope, dude.
That's
yeah.
cool.
That show was life changing, and it just brought us closer together.
Question: where is that shirt now?
I still have it, but it's just falling apart. Like you got to made it at the mall.
I
little
saw-
kiosk.
I still have it, but it's a crop top now.
It's a crop top. Yeah.
No, like, it only says heart and the.
Well, it's the perfect day to wear it, man, because holy fuck, it's hot.
Dude,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So what are you
It's a
currently
scorch-
listening to?
Right now, I still listen to hardcore and stuff, but not as much. Right now, I'm really
It
into the Black
happens.
Keys.
Black Keys.
Yeah, I really got into the Black Keys.
Dude,
out
you
of
played
nowhere.
Black Keys on Friday, and dude, we were all vibing. I think we heard the same song like 10 times.
Nobody noticed. Yeah.
I noticed. I was just vibing though, but everyone kept dancing and nodding their head.
Have you not heard our old podcast? Like he can listen to the same song like 30 times.
Oh,
That's where
Oh,
the
yeah.
pray for Steph
Yeah.
hashtag.
Steph
started.
suffers because of that.
Pray for Steph. 1 out of 3 Stephs suffer from Nestor. If you or a loved one suffers from Nestor, please call.
We call it Nestor syndrome. I can listen to the same song 30 times.
It's
no
a terrible
problem.
thing.
But like right now, I'm really into them.
So
Zeppelin
punishing.
again and Skinner, stuff like that.
I've been
Oh,
listening
okay,
to a lot of
that's cool.
shit, old shit
Yeah.
like that too. Yeah, like old classic
It's just
rock
the mood,
and
right?
shit.
It's just like the moment.
Well, it's funny because like I don't know if you dealt with this too, but like when I was in high school, like certain stuff wasn't cool. Like if you listen to this and stuff like that, and as you get older, it's like I don't care. Like I like this. It sounds cool. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
fuck with it.
Dude, it's like I went back to all that stuff. I went back to Korn, Limp Bizkit.
See,
like,
and the thing,
I went back to Limp Bizkit recently.
significant
Dude,
others, bro.
Fucking shit.
Limp Bizkit was one of the ones that I would get tormented about so much. Like they're not cool, but I never gave a fuck. I always liked them.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the first 2 albums. Big fan. And
All
after
right.
that,
A lot
yeah.
of people. Like
I
to
will
hate on
say
Limp
I
Bizkit,
gave a
though.
fuck about a lot of music because of
You
you.
know-
that I
you know
listened
what a chocolate
piece of
stop-
shit.
You know
Wait, say
what?
that again?
So you used to bag on a lot of the music I listened to, and that's why I kind of like I put it on the back burner and started just branching out to hardcore, which is a good thing because I discovered a lot of good music.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm kind of like when you're growing up, like certain people make you feel like what you're listening to isn't cool,
Yeah.
and then you go back and listen to it, and you're like, man, fuck you guys.
No, but it's yes and no because
It's
it
not
was
my
for,
fault you're a follower.
it, no, dude. It was for my own good, man. Because
Why? What were you listening to before?
huh?
What were you listening to before?
It was all of those. Wow, what was the record label called with the dog? Atreyu Bayside, that record label.
I mean, those aren't terrible bands.
No, they're
though.
not.
But you used to talk mad shit about
And
it.
I was just really into hardcore. That's what
no, but a hardcore label started that one.
No, but here's the thing.
well, a lot of those bands kind of touched.
What happened
on
is
that
just
scene
like
anyway.
it wasn't cool anymore. so
No,
they
that's not
started-
it. It's because a lot of those bands started claiming. This was before.
Fuck,
this,
Victory.
no, this was
It was
around the time.
Victory.
This is around the time when a lot of bands
Yeah,
started
Victory
claiming
Records.
Victory. Yeah, a lot of the bands started claiming the name hardcore, and I feel like you guys are OG heads with
I
hardcore.
wouldn't say that.
I feel like you were.
But see, that's what I'm talking about, like the gatekeeping.
Yeah,
shit. It's just
no.
like, oh no, this isn't real hardcore.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
nah,
what
dude,
it was.
I like this. It sounds sick. I
No,
fuck
but see,
with
like
it.
at the same time,
I've gone back to all the old shit. I still fuck with My Chemical Romance.
No, but I mean, I
shit.
went to shows.
People
but, like,
made
I
fun
wouldn't
of
say
me.
I was part of the scene or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Like you were.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
I
You're
just
being
went to a lot of
modest right now.
shows.
you
You're
gotta
being
look
modest.
at
No, not at
look
all.
at it from his point of view. You're an influential person.
Oh
in
yeah,
his
like
life.
that. Yeah, I, mean,
Yeah.
I went to a lot of shows. We all did, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what my cousin got me into? Trapped.
Trap.
Headstrong was a
remember
good
Trap.
song.
That's what I
It was a good
He,
song.
he also
yeah,
got me into Beastie Boys. He also got me into System of a Down.
See, it wasn't all bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty good music.
My
I mean.
sister got me into like Dr. Dre, like rap,
Yeah,
and all
see,
that shit.
under-
Snoop
like old
Dogg.
school
See,
rap.
that was Body Slam.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think with all of us, he's the one that got us into like rap and hip hop.
Rapping.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. So you and Body Slam were the music guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
And
My
you
first,
you used to play guitar. You stopped, and now you're playing it again, right?
I never really played guitar. I always kind of fucked with
I
it.
mean, I feel like you wrote a song at some
I
point.
tried to do stuff, but I never like did anything like that.
Uh huh.
And I just got another guitar. I just wanted to.
I always wanted to jam with you growing up, and you always said no.
I'll have Matt show me a song. Couldn't play anything.
That's a secret. He didn't know how to play anything.
Yeah.
He didn't want to disappoint you.
Stand there and just strum like a jackass. Like,
I mean, that's what true violence was.
hey,
Honestly,
that shit was hard though. I was a big fan of True Violence.
No,
True
what,
Violence was
honestly,
dope.
real talk. One time we were like trying to write a song, and not Nestor, Lion Man ended up playing a terror song.
No,
and
no,
we're
no.
like-
It wasn't Terror. It was
was
Expire. It was Expire.
No, it was Terror.
He wrote an Expire riff, and we were like fucking jamming the fuck out, and we're like, dude, this sounds sick, but I've heard this before. And then I think we randomly listened to it. It was New Expire.
No, it was New Terror. It was Hell and Back.
Was it?
Hell and Back, but which is a hard song, and I don't like Terror. Do you like Terror?
Yeah, I do.
Terror's a snooze fest to me. I hate Terror.
For real? Their shows were wild though.
And I'm gonna get killed for this, but cause everyone in California is like Terror is like hardcore, like.
Well, they're LA hardcore, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
But I
You know,
hate Terror. Terror's
you know who's a
snooze
fucking
fest.
wild
You're
show?
fucking nuts.
Because I didn't go to a lot of hardcore shows. The only the only hardcore shows I went to was
Was
True
ours.
Violence.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was a. I'm blanking on the name. Expire.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one in
Dude,
Vegas.
They were fucking wild, dude.
Yeah.
Vegas with us?
No, it wasn't.
You didn't go to Vegas with
No,
us?
no. I didn't go to Vegas. But
Did you go to Japan with us?
yeah.
Nah.
That was- no, dude.
True Violence
I
Worldwide.
think it was Expire. I don't know.
We only played with Expire in
Once.
Vegas. I
Okay,
think you're thinking
so-
about Frostbite.
No, it wasn't Frostbite.
Huh. They were sick though. They had crazy.
Yeah,
ass
they were
shows.
sick. I can't remember the name of the band.
Where did we play?
Run amok.
I think it was Pomona.
Rest in peace, Wombat.
Rest in peace, Wombat. Yes.
Really? I didn't know that.
Really?
Rest in
What?
peace, Wombat.
Yeah, dude. It's been a
Yeah,
long
dude.
time, right?
Yeah, but
God
yeah, he
damn.
got on one of our songs early on, and we used to talk to him a lot. Or I used to talk with him or to him. I don't know. I'm a little drunk. We used to talk a lot on Facebook because I used to run the True Violence like Facebook, and like I was the one that branched out a lot, booked us a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how we got to know Chucky and like
True Violence
Ice
was a
Chamber and those dudes.
It wasn't Chucky's, man.
Really?
Ooh, I'm trying to remember, but I can't. But the only thing I remember is that someone got in the middle of the fucking pit and they were swinging a lawn chair around. I was like, nah.
Oh,
these dudes are
that
too
was
much.
that was Empires.
Empires.
Where
Dude,
was
they
it?
were
we only played
fucking
with them
wild.
once.
Yeah, that's the
Where
show.
was this?
It was a house show.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
all right.
We played.
Frostbite probably played that one too.
Yeah, but that was Empires. We played inside the garage, and then Empires ended it outside.
Outside, yes.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that
so
was-
I was in the crowd.
That was like,
dude, I was like, I need to get a feel for like a real feel for this. But these dudes
That
are
was like
playing.
La Puente or
So
something
someone
like
goes
Something
in,
like
in,
that,
the, in
yeah.
the crowd in the middle of the fucking pit, dude, and they're swinging a launch.
that was
around.
Fidel's band.
And then
Yeah.
some dude, he comes and he's like in the middle, like doesn't give a fuck, and then he runs. He just butterfly kicks. He's like trying to hit whoever the fuck he can. I was like, nah, these
they were
fools are
like
too
they were
much.
like beat down hardcore, like crowd
Yeah.
killing bands. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
they were wild.
See, I never
fucking
went to one of
wild.
those shows
yeah,
like that.
Oh, you never been rocked?
dude.
No,
that-
but I'm saying like when they're
I've
attacking the crowd on purpose.
gotten rocked that show.
I got fucked up at a. Funny enough, it was at the Mellow Hype Trash Talk show.
I got fucked up at the music video, and I fucked someone up at the music video because I got fucked up.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
The bass player from Most Precious Blood. I don't know if you guys know that.
I
band.
didn't know my special.
But at the Glass House, almost
That's
knocked
a-
me out.
that's a
He jumped
callback.
into the
Oh.
crowd. His bass landed on my head.
Oh fuck,
Oh, dude, I was out of it. I was like, what the fuck?
you got concussed.
I would say so.
you got CT.
It took me a second, and my buddy Greg just grabbed me. He was laughing his
Oh
ass
hell,
off.
dude! Someone was like intentionally trying to fuck people up at their music video.
Yeah.
Crowd killing.
And they cracked me in the nose, so it came out and I had like it was busted a little bit. So I was pissed. So I went in there and I was like, I know who hit me. So I went in there, dude. I pulled that fool back and I cracked the
Hell
shit
yeah.
out of him. I was
Can
like,
you guys imagine?
I didn't know that.
oh, dude, I was pissed, but I was like, hey, this is what we're here for.
Can you guys imagine, like, put yourself when you were fucking 19 or however old you were, like, at a young age, going to these shows, and now, like, you cannot do the same shit, right? You
No,
can't dance
dude.
anymore. Like,
You know what? I've had this conversation. Phil, I think it's old age. And I think what it is like you look at it and you're just like, oh damn, that's sick. But then you're just like you want to go in there, but a small part of you, I got work.
Yeah, I gotta go to work. Too.
oh man,
It's just responsibility. That's
Dude,
all
honestly-
it is. Or like,
remember when I threw my
if
back
get,
out?
If I get hurt, yeah, and I made fun of you. And the
Yeah.
same thing ended up happening to me at a War Hungry show.
fuck.
Yeah.
What was?
I got
Remember-
karma.
Remember, you guys had a party here once, and you called me over, and you had like a super fan here, some little chubby kid. He was going crazy.
Oh, was it Waldo?
I don't know. No.
It was
but, like,
probably Waldo.
but he
Here?
said it was a fan though.
We
Oh, it was
never-
Daniel. It was
That he would
Daniel.
go to all your shows. And
Daniel,
shit like that.
yeah.
That
We
kid
never-
was
we never
nuts.
played-
Oh,
Oh,
Daniel.
Anthony.
No, it was Daniel, and he almost fought Gabriel that day. It's for my birthday, right?
I think so.
My
Yeah.
21st birthday.
Yeah.
Where we play at?
We didn't play. It was my party for my 21st.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I think a lot of, like half of us blacked out that day because Leo,
I
your
lo-
brother Leo
he
made
made
some.
some
Dude, that's
fucking
when I
wild
got
ass
your
jungle
ass.
Yeah.
juice.
There
Jungle
too.
juice?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about. I'm probably talking about a different day because you traded me your Badlands hat for my Sick of It All sweater.
Yeah,
I think that was the
that
day.
day?
I
Oh,
think it
okay.
was that day.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking wild.
Yeah, a lot of us blacked out that day. But yeah, that dude was cool.
He was fun as fuck. He
Yeah,
was nuts.
we had
Yeah.
a lot of cool, we made a lot of cool friends. Unfortunately, we don't talk to much of them anymore.
I still talk to them every once in
Yeah?
a while. Also, like a lot of the people that I used to like when I started running a record label, a lot of the people that like I made friends with. I'm so cool. You remember that band Internal Affairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I made friends with like the bass player, the guitarist, I believe, and he lives like up in like towards like San Luis Obispo now. I still talk to him every once in a while. He started
That's
a new
cool.
band recently, and like they kind of fell off, but it was what it was. I was never like a huge fan of Internal Affairs. You probably like them. Well, my record collection got stolen, but they had that one Egyptian album where like the mummy was doing the L.A. on the cover.
I don't remember.
You want to
that.
talk about your record collection getting stolen?
Too soon.
But anyways,
Mine got destroyed in a flood. So.
talking
In a
about
flood?
Oh, did you really?
When I was moving, I left it at a friend's garage, and his garage flooded.
Fuck.
So, do you not have your record
shit.
collection anymore?
No, records, yeah, but CDs, no. Like my whole
Okay.
CD collection.
I just restarted my record collection like a couple weeks ago. My first album that I bought was a new Fiddlehead.
All right.
So speaking on which, your
Wait,
thoughts on the new Fiddlehead?
before you bring up
Fiddlehead.
new Fiddlehead, I think I'm gonna contribute to your new record collection. I'll see what I got.
All right.
I got you.
Damn.
You still have mine too. You haven't paid up.
Which what's the Have Heart or Foundation?
The foundation.
The 7-inch.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
What 7-inch was it?
Hey, you still got mine too.
Nah, fuck you.
The married couple on the front.
No, it was a Never
No.
Stops Raining. Right?
Never stops.
Oh,
raining,
that's
yeah.
my favorite one.
It was the 7-inch.
Oh, dude, I actually have like 3 of the married couple in the front. I'll give you one.
Sick with it. But Fiddlehead album, thoughts?
Love it.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking great. I think all their 3 releases so far have been fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, they haven't had a bad one.
I own the 7-inch. That one got stolen. I never bought Springtime and Blind, but that one's definitely on my list because honestly, that's my probably my favorite album of that year. That came, I think it was like 2019 or 2018.
18, yeah, something like that.
Favorite album of that
Dude,
fucking
yeah,
year.
same.
What's your
this
top
one-
song on the
Well, that's the
one?
one I'm going to. Like, so this one I didn't gravitate to it as much, but upon like because I feel like Springtime and Blind, the first time I heard it, I was just like, whoa, like this is like I love this. This one, like I was like, okay, I had to give it like a solid listen all the way through. Maybe also because they released a bunch of singles, so like
Yeah, they did,
get my
yeah.
mind right.
Oh,
Used
that
to
was
be
my-
like my top song.
That's still my top song.
No, it's not mine. My new top song is probably Joy Boy.
Or Heart to Heart.
Heart to Heart reminds you
That
like
one's solid,
it gives you like that old school like Have Heart.
I feel
vibe.
like Heart to Heart is his like farewell, like final farewell to Have Heart, and like, well, I mean, I don't know the lyrics, but I feel like just the way he sings or yells or whatever,
It's
it's like
almost hardcore.
it's like
Yeah.
Have Heart, Fiddlehead,
yeah.
both in one.
I also like Lover Man.
Just by the way, I know none of the names of the songs. So.
Yeah, I know.
Track 1, track 2,
one.
track
No, but see, that's why I love all their albums.
They're all
just
so
listen
good,
all the
yeah.
way through.
Million Times is a
You
good
know?
one too. What else? Fucking I just now I fell in love with it. I actually ended up I missed the initial pre-order, and I ended up fucking being able to cop an album afterwards, aftermarket, as the sneakerheads would say.
Hey,
But yeah, dude, I love that fucking album. That's probably my favorite band, dude. Like I would say, like I say this all the time. Check my Twitter, whatever. But like Fiddlehead over Title Fight any fucking day.
I'm not a fan of Title Fight.
I'd argue with you there because I'm a huge fan of Title Fight. I love Fiddlehead, but Title Fight's always gonna be on the top for me, man. And it doesn't matter what album it is. Like it can be the newer shit, which is old shit now, but it can be the newer shit when they changed up their sound. And then the first fucking album, like it doesn't matter. Like I vibe with all of it.
But what's your favorite song on the album?
On the newest one, Hyperview.
No, fucking Fiddlehead.
Oh, on Fiddlehead, it's
Get My Mind
Fiddlehead
Right.
is probably Get My Mind Right, and then after that, probably Heart to Heart. There's another, I forget what it's called, but the one after Get My Mind Right, what's it called?
Fuck.
But that one's also another one that I really
It has
like
so
a
much.
lot.
It has so much fucking good shit.
They have so, yeah.
But were you a fan of his other bands? You ever listen to Sweet Jesus, Wolf Whistle?
I've never heard of Sweet Jesus, but Wolf Whistle, yeah.
Sweet Jesus was sick, honestly.
Was it really?
It was really good.
How was it?
Did you
though?
ever like Swizz?
Like
old school, but Swizz.
Swizz?
Swizz.
They sound like them a lot. That's kind of like the worship they're after. But yeah. Anyways,
Wolf Whistle I thought was great though. They were pretty hard.
They were really fucking hard. But since we're on this topic of discovering music and all that, I don't have the year. I thought I had, 97. How old were you in 97?
7.
Not to age you or anything like that.
Well, I was born in '84.
Okay, so were you already into hardcore or punk music by then?
97? No, not yet.
Not yet. Oh, so maybe you don't know about
You were
this.
13.
Maybe you know about it just because maybe it was a big like. Well, what grade were you in?
I was 13. It'd be like what, 6th grade, 7th grade? Probably?
So maybe
7th, 8th grade. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you do. But around that time, there was like a big thing like jocks versus punks. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever hear about what's his name? Brian Deneke?
Where's he from? It sounds familiar.
Texas.
No, but what is it?
Well, okay, so
Like
he
the
was
name sounds familiar.
he was a punker, like crust punk type of guy. I don't know if he was in high school. He might have just like been fresh out of high school. But essentially, he got in him and some of his friends, maybe like I think it was 8 of them, got in a brawl with a bunch of jocks because they already had a lot of heat, like the jocks and the punks. And I think it was around like 20 to 50 jocks. And I'm referencing the movie Bomb City, but it's also, I don't know if you guys have seen it.
No.
Bomb City. It's a pretty good movie. But it's an actual true story that happened in Texas. Essentially, there was this, Brian was 19, and then the guy that killed him was Dustin Camp, by the way, he kills him. He was a 17-year-old. He was a jock, football player. And there was a big-ass brawl, and this fucking jock, he's a, white privileged dude, too. Not to bring race into it, but he was a privileged dude. Especially Texas, they're huge on like high school football and stuff like that. Yeah. He has this Cadillac. He ends up fucking pretty much running over Brian Deneke. Do you remember that?
The Dropkick Murphys have a song about it.
Oh yeah, a lot of bands have a song, about this guy.
Yeah, Sing Loud, Sing Proud. It's pretty good too. Yeah.
They end up.
I was never a fan of Dropkick Murphys.
No, dude, they're
I like
great,
them,
bro.
I
They're
like them.
great. Yeah,
I like Dropkick Murphys.
Huge fan of that.
It was an '83 Cadillac.
It's funny because I kind of give them credit for having me like branch out from punk a little bit, just
Do you
because
ever
with
like-
all the whistles and all the
like-
banjos and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Did you like Murphy's Law?
No, I mean, I know they were big, but never really got into them. No, but yeah, dude, that's like a bunch of bands have songs about that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, like jocks always bullied and outnumbered the punks, which is crazy because punks. I mean, they held their own. But anyways, this guy got ran over by the fucking Cadillac, '83 Cadillac. His fucking his skull and his chest fucking got crushed. His collarbone was torn from his fucking shoulder. Like he got fucked up. He died on the spot, dude. Anyways, the guy like he gave a bullshit story. The guy that ran him over and like the chief investigator like he knew it was bullshit. But
What year was this? 96?
97.
Okay. makes
Yeah.
sense. Depends on
But there was like so many fucking different witnesses. Everyone always said it was something else, but like they said it was like he's saying it was an accident, but everyone knew like it was a plan. Like he was chasing this guy down with this fucking Cadillac. And then supposedly like there was more people in the caddy, and this guy was like, I'm a ninja in my caddy I don't know if it was before or after he fucking ran this dude over. But anyways, like the whole case here was this guy's lawyer was like just pretty much bashing punks, like calling them fucking scum, basically saying, they're not shit. He quotes like goons and armed punks. They're menacing thugs looking to kill someone. Because, they always rolled with their chains and shit, but they're fucking outnumbered.
We're a fan of Warzone.
And he called this guy a fucking... You're a fucking asshole.
Well, no, because this reminds me, because they were on Jerry Springer, and it was probably around that fucking time.
There was actually a documentary about it on MTV too. What is it? Remember MTV Docs or something like that? But they went back and talked to all the punks.
About this?
Yeah, it was funny because one of the friends was wearing a shirt that said MTV sucks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. I mean, it was a big deal, dude, because of that. He got off and all that kind of shit, right?
Well, it took 3 hours for the jury to decide. Like, it was quick. This guy's lawyer was a piece of shit. Like, I mean, he knew what he was doing. It's his job, right? But, I mean, he only got convicted of manslaughter, like not even murder of any degree, just manslaughter. So he got 10 years of probation. Oh, yeah, so he didn't get time. He just got 10 years of probation and a $10,000 fine that was dropped. But he's a fucking idiot. In 2001, he violated his probation. I don't remember what it was. Oh, underage drinking and evading arrest. And then he did 5 years in prison.
Oh, okay. So
Which still ain't
But
shit.
he didn't do time for killing someone. He did time
Right.
for underage drinking and evading arrest.
Wow.
I thought it was a pretty fucked up story.
That's pretty fucked.
No, yeah, but I mean, like you said, he's a football player and shit. So
It's pretty fucked, but it's like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I almost ruined our chance at stardom. for clear frames.
How?
I at work I met some guy that was like a pioneer for Spanish radio. I don't know, should I say his name? I'll say his name. His name's he's a pioneer for like Spanish radio in LA. Like he was one of the OGs that like helped it blow up and whatnot. And I felt weird. I didn't want to be like, you know, because he was my patient. We'll beep out the name now because I said he was my patient.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be that guy. We had like a long ass conversation with him, but I didn't bring up the podcast, and that probably would have been our chance to blow up. So sorry.
Just on Spanish radio.
Dude.
But still, like
everyone's got to start somewhere.
he still does a lot of Spanish radio. He's more freelance now, but he still does a lot of.
Well, I feel the transition to Spanish radio to English is harder.
I think that would.
This guy's always the negative guy.
I think
by
that
the
would have
way.
been
That's just
true
the
a
advice I
few
gotta give
years
you at
back.
least, right?
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
But music, Spanish music right now is blowing up so hard that I feel like it.
Dude,
would
I
not make a
sat
difference.
with him for a long time talking, and then they got a little personal, and then I went back and I told Raph, I'm like, dude, I should have said something. Oh, he's like, I mean, you could have, and this and that. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. And I went back, and then he was already in this room, and the nurse was in there. She started fangirling over him.
Oh, for real?
She's like, I know you. You're so. And then he got all like, oh, fucking.
How do you do the
Cool guy.
intros in English?
What?
You don't have to change your show in
¿Qué
Spanish.
pasa, somos los?
Are you still on that, bro?
No, you
it's-
don't.
Yeah.
You still run it the same way. It's just that your audience is more Spanish.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Pablo.
shit.
Is that the food?
That's something about the food, yeah.
All right, it was worth it.
Yeah, okay.
So you
Sorry,
would've-
guys.
you would've had to hit
Hey,
the
you guys
sap
got a new
button.
message. Check your phone. You got. But
my
yeah,
train of
hey
thought.
man, you never know. Maybe it could have led to something, but now it's nothing.
Hit him up on Instagram. Hey, I saved
You ever
your
watch
life.
I should, huh?
You
I
watch-
thought about emailing him.
Luis and Censuras?
Yeah, yeah.
Jose
the,
Luis and
Jose Luis, yeah.
The Mexican Jerry
That could have been
Springer.
us, homie. Shit.
Could have been.
Could have been.
I would have been down. Fuck it.
All of a sudden.
Now he's
Now
Mr.
he's-
Positivity.
Fluent Spanish now. Yo hablo español.
I'm not negative. I just need to be convinced.
You convinced yourself.
Shit.
Took the right person.
Hey, exactly. Who better convince me than me?
Oh
Shit.
man.
You got a point there. But
But was he in bad shape when you picked him up, or?
Nah, he was okay. It
Like,
was.
yeah, half his face was falling
I won't.
off.
Yeah, I won't say what happened, but no, he was fine. He's totally fine.
so obviously I had a birthday this weekend.
So shouts out
and
you,
shit.
hit us up. You know who you are.
Yeah, for real.
And I went to Disneyland, and you remember how we said originally that they had like 15% capacity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15% capacity in my ass, dude. That shit was packed.
But didn't they start allowing just residents at that point? Like more people now?
No, when I went, it was still just residents.
Still 15% though?
Yeah. Well,
Supposedly?
I don't know about
Allegedly.
that. Allegedly, yeah. There was lines up the ass. Like, it was... I waited 2 hours to get into fucking Avengers Land.
And this is probably coming out before like or after they allow full capacity in LA and I think in California.
Yo, how
in
was the
general now.
mask situation though? Did you have to wear a
Everyone,
mask?
everyone had a
Oh,
mask.
okay.
But I heard that recently, too. They said that, like, now you won't have to wear a mask inside grocery stores. And
On
all
the
that shit.
15th, I think. Right?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
something
still
like that,
it's
yeah.
still on the discretion of
Well, as long as you're fully vaccinated.
yeah, but it's still on the discretion of those places. It's not mandatory now. It's just going to be discretion of whoever owns the business or whatever.
Whoever allows it.
Yeah.
So you're still
Yeah.
gonna have to carry a mask.
Yeah, you
Which
still have
is
to
what I
carry it.
figured. It's gonna be like that for like about a year, but
Yeah, it's going to take a while for everyone to adapt.
To go back completely to normal and stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like we're already heading that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the event I did last night, you could already see people are. just
Yeah,
going back to normal.
yeah, exactly.
Because it was fun to be like to regular bars now and stuff. Like, you know, like a brewery or something. It's
Yeah.
Just, feels so good.
are bars open now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to a brewery already.
I've been to breweries, but bars are different.
Yeah. No, dude, there's a bunch of them that are still open.
Like where?
Well, there's Limericks and Upland. That never actually closed.
Oh, really?
I don't know if we should be saying that, right? But that never really closed.
We're not putting people on.
They had the
blast.
parking lot thing going for a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, because they serve food or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should I hit the game?
Yeah, you want to do the game?
All right. So I've entered a game. I've entered this the first time we were supposed to be here. That shit didn't happen. we played it again with somebody else. That shit didn't happen again.
Oh yeah, because we recorded another podcast.
Yeah.
After the 420 mishap, and then
It got trashed.
the audio was fucked. We still have a lot of the videos, so we might show some of that shit like another time. But the audio was just fucked.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe we
But
will.
all right, this is a new game I invented called Two Fu Cinema Club. I'm going to describe you and Jaime. There's a prize involved too, so play to win. You're a big movie buff, right?
So I wouldn't say big, but yeah.
No, you're
you like,
pretty
you like
big.
movies.
Yes, of course.
I like
Well,
movies
well,
too.
can we before we start the game? You're a big movie buff because you started working at a.
I worked at a video store for I think 6 years or something.
Oh, that's the best place to start.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
nothing big, just 6 years.
That was one
Bro,
of
but-
one of your first jobs, right?
no.
No, how old were you when you started?
My first job
No, when you started that.
at the video store. I was
Yeah.
already in my 20s, dude. It was just my second job.
What year
the
was
job I have
that?
now?
Okay.
What year was
No,
that?
dude, I was older than my 20s. Yeah, I was probably like 25 or something, 26.
Okay.
I mean,
It was
it's
just
still,
a
it's
second
still
job.
your 20.
What
Yeah.
year was that?
I mean, yeah, baby. Mid 20s, I guess. I don't remember. dude.
Blockbuster was still around, like it was
Blockbuster's
around.
right.
But they were already
Yeah.
dying though. Like our store was the last one that really hung on. Like after everything shut down.
That's
You
only because
remember-
you guys had that rated R section, huh?
That was a big one. That and it was like I mean where it was you get a lot of like low income stuff
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, but people. So like it's kind of like remember Saturdays were always packed.
Was it in P Town?
No, it was in Montclair.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was the thing for weekends. People bring their families and stuff, and it's like an outing, a cheap outing.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Right.
Mhm.
Did
Yeah.
any big releases come out while you were working there?
Yeah, dude, we got them all the time.
And you used to watch a lot of your movies from there, or you would just take them home and watch them?
What do you mean?
Like while you were working, you would, because I can't imagine you guys were like busy all fucking day. I'm sure you had your busy hours, but you,
Yeah,
had
no, yeah, dude. Like especially for me, I worked in the morning, so I basically just babysat a video.
you just
store.
watched movies, right?
Dude,
You
yeah.
just pop something in and would
Yeah,
watch
I
it.
would watch UFC or like Ian gives me shit for the same 2 movies I would always watch. But yeah.
Oh, are you one of those people you like to watch the same movies over and over?
It was
again?
just because you're working. I mean, I was still like
It's in the
cleaning up.
background.
Yeah, it's in the background.
What's your
so-
What's your go-to background?
Garden State.
Back then, it was Garden State and 10 items
what's
or
Garden
less.
State?
Yeah,
You got to watch
it's a
it.
Zach Braff movie. It's like he goes back to New Jersey. And it's pretty good. Check it out.
What was
It's
the other?
good.
What was the second one?
10 items or less.
Who's in that one? I haven't seen that one.
Paz Vega and Morgan Freeman. And a bunch of famous people you'll recognize them, but they have like really small roles.
Yeah, you really are a movie buff. You're like deep in this shit.
They were just random, dude. I mean, I sat there all day. I would go through everything.
Who's your favorite director?
See, that's the thing, though. That's why I wouldn't call myself a buff because I don't really go by that. Or-
No, because I'm the same way. Because these guys asked me all the time, "What's your favorite?" I was like, "I don't know. Like, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
single it out. Like, I like too much shit."
By
exactly.
Quentin Tarantino.
No, I mean, yeah, I love Tarantino, but I wouldn't.
I wouldn't consider him my favorite. He has good movies.
Yeah,
yeah.
But you know what? All his movies are pretty fucking good, though. So
Yeah, they are.
I haven't watched Once Upon a Time in
me
Hollywood.
neither. I still haven't seen that. I don't know why. I should.
I love Inglourious Bastards. That's probably
That
one of
was,
my favorite.
I had to
movies.
watch that like 3 times
That's
just
a
because of the
great movie.
subtitles. I mean, I loved
It's
every
only the
single
first
time.
like 15 minutes.
It's throughout the whole movie, dude.
Death
They go
Proof
back
is
and
his
forth.
too, right?
yeah.
The what?
Death Proof.
Yeah.
Death Proof is his too. Yeah. That's
Sin
when he did
City?
the, Sin City's no. That's
Frank Miller.
yeah.
Who was
Frank
that?
Miller.
Comic book artist.
Oh, really?
No, but
Yeah.
he didn't direct it, did he?
Yeah, he did. They
did?
gave him full liberty, I think.
Oh, dang. Well, that's a really good one.
It's long. It's OD long. It's like 2.5 hours before 2 hour. The 2 hour movie. Was
It didn't feel
invented.
like it.
I felt it. It felt like it to me.
Really?
I watched it on DVD though.
Mm.
I love the comic. It's a good movie. Like I 100% agree with you. It's filmed beautifully too because it's the all black and white.
Yeah.
Except the occasional red and then the yellow man
Mhm.
with the
Well,
yellow,
the
the
blue
yellow
eyes and
nuts.
stuff like that.
Yeah. But all right, so I'm gonna describe. I'm not gonna give you the name of the movie. I'm going to describe a movie, and it's gonna be your job to guess it. I'm gonna let you go first because you're the guest, and then Nestor come in if he can't get it. But
I'm
all
gonna
right,
lose.
it's cool. So all right, a man becomes winter caretaker at an isolated hotel in Colorado, hoping to cure his writer's block. He settles in along with his wife and his son, who's plagued by psychic premonitions. The man's writing goes nowhere, and his son's visions become more disturbing. The man discovers the hotel's dark secrets and begins to unravel into a homicidal maniac hell-bent on terrorizing his family.
All right, that's easy, but I just can't remember the name of the movie. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what
It's,
it is, Esther?
No, I
give me a
don't.
sec. I know exactly what it is. I know who's in it. Jack Nicholas is in it.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's the name of that movie?
Jack Nicholson, not Jack.
I'm sorry, Jack Nicholson. It's
I know you're thinking Nicolas Cage. I'll give you one more.
The Shining.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Nestor took it.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I shouldn't have said the name of the
You
actor.
should have not said it.
All right. Next one. Nestor, this is yours.
All right.
So Jaime can take it if he wants. But it's a man resides alone in a bleak apartment surrounded by industrial gloom when he discovers that an earlier fling with a woman left her pregnant. He marries the expectant mother and has her move in with him. Things take a decidedly strange turn when the couple's baby turns out to be a bizarre lizard-like creature that won't stop wailing. Other characters, including a disfigured lady who lives inside a radiator, inhabit the building and add to Henry's troubles.
What the fuck?
That you have no clue.
This is an older one. You
That
should
shit's
know it.
wild.
Yeah. It sounds like a good movie though.
All right, I'll give you guys both a clue. It's a David Lynch film.
I don't know who David Lynch is.
Same. Like I
That's
said,
nothing.
I'm terrible with directors.
I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna be very
Say it, just say
stupid.
it.
It's not Beetlejuice, is it?
That was a good guess, honestly. But no, Eraserhead.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I have not seen that.
Damn, I would have thought you saw it.
Actually, no, but I'll check that
Yeah,
out.
so
That
Nestor's
sounds pretty
listening.
good.
Nestor
That
might
sounds
win.
interesting.
Nestor might win the fucking prize. All right, third one. 30 years ago, aliens arrived. This is yours. 30 years ago, aliens arrived on Earth, not to conquer or give aid, but to find refuge from their dying planet. Separated from humans in a South African area called blank, the aliens are managed by multinational United, which is unconcerned with the aliens' welfare, but will do anything to master their advanced technology. When a company field agent contracts a mysterious virus that begins to alter his DNA, there's only one place he can hide.
That's actually one of my favorite movies, District 9.
Yeah!
That movie
I was
is
not
dope.
gonna guess that.
It's a Peter Jackson film.
Oh, okay, that movie's dope.
Is actually a really good movie. And I thought they were going to do a sequel.
They were supposed to, and it kept pushed back or
Well, Peter Jackson did King Kong, right?
something. I think so.
I can't remember what else he does. I'm thinking of James Cameron. I was gonna say he didn't do. It took him 9 years to do what? Avatar.
Oh, the sequel to that? Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe there's still time, but nah.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
but that movie's the shit.
That's this one's yours. This one gets a little bit easier.
Okay.
In a perfect world, he'd be happy to headbang in his room all day to heavy metal music. But no, his mom is an angel, his old man is the devil. And like all good fathers, his dad insists that he get involved in the family business. He could think of 666 things he'd rather be doing than corrupting souls or spewing evil. But when his father commands over Hades, is threatened by his bullying older brothers, it's up to him to restore the balance between good and evil on Earth.
Little Nicky.
Yes.
That was way too easy.
All right.
That's just winning so far.
Okay.
So it's up to you to take this one. The story of a middleweight boxer as he rises through ranks to earn his first shot at the middleweight crown. He falls in love with a gorgeous girl from the Bronx. The inability to express his feelings enters into the ring and eventually takes over his life. He eventually is sent into a downward spiral that costs him everything.
Was it Southpaw?
No, that's too new. Older.
Oh fuck. I don't know.
I think it's something, but I think it's.
It's
I'm
a
sorry.
Martin Scorsese film.
Oh, I'm stupid. You're right. Yeah.
Go ahead, because I don't know it.
Was it Raging Bull?
Yes. You knew it.
Yeah,
You
it
knew
threw
it.
me off. I actually just watched Southpaw the other day.
Did we tie?
Sounds probably a good movie.
It is a good
we
movie,
Tied.
yeah.
We
I don't
tied?
have a tiebreaker.
Wait, let's figure a tiebreaker out.
What's the tiebreaker?
You want to wrestle?
I don't think there's room to wrestle.
You
Arm
want to
wrestle.
wrestle?
Wrestling.
You want to wrestle?
I don't know. Just make up a question now. Think of something on top of your head, like a speed round.
How about we name actors?
What is that gonna
What?
lead?
Yeah.
We go back and forth, and then the one that they can't name an actor anymore.
We can just make up names at this point,
Yeah,
right?
for real.
Well, he has to verify, and if he doesn't know it, then you have to give another name.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, we'll do that.
Jack Nicholson,
Tom Hanks,
Heath Ledger,
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Mark Wahlberg.
Brad Pitt. Is it just men, or we can do women too?
Damn, sexist.
Well, I mean, he did say actors. You said
You're
nothing
right,
about
we'll keep it just
actresses.
to men, right? Just to shorten it up.
It doesn't matter what it is.
No, I think we should do just men. That way, it's kind of a little bit
If
harder.
you guess
Yeah.
a woman, then you're canceled.
Just it doesn't matter what it is, but I'm just stalling at this point. Larry David.
Keanu Reeves.
It's his
we,
idea.
we should have a timer going
lost.
on.
Yeah,
He lost.
It's fine. It's fine.
You lost.
What's the prize?
Prize, you get to take me home.
I'm too drunk to drive.
Pablo, take your prize.
Nah, I'm good.
So this is one of my favorite bands.
Ooh, Mother Mercy.
Very underrated album. Have you heard of Mother Mercy?
I have.
Have you heard this album?
No, I haven't.
Do you collect vinyl?
Yeah, of course,
I think
Too
I
bad.
have.
You do now.
I think I have that record.
Really? Can I have it? Because I bought that for myself. But I couldn't find much because I was
This is
in
a
a
good
rush.
record.
I
is.
love
It's
that
really
record.
good.
I hope it is.
Do you like Crossover by any chance?
Not really.
All right, so it's kind of like ceremony style, like vocals over like speed metal. A little bit.
Okay, well that sounds dope as fuck though.
But that album is very fucking
Yeah, it
good.
is.
I love
It's
that
really
album.
good.
I was surprised I found it today, and I was like, dude, this is fucking sick. Like, I think it might be colored vinyl too.
Nice.
It looks it's Bridge 9 too. That's
Yeah,
it
it is
looks
Bridge
really
9.
it looks
Yeah.
really metal.
Yeah. It's dope, man.
Right.
It's
I'll
sick,
check
dude.
it out for sure.
Check it
Thank you,
out.
brother.
Well, you
Thank
guys should also check out Mother Mercy. What is it? Symptoms of Existence? Yeah. It's really good. You should also check us out on everything. You go to Instagram, and then we have all our links up
YouTube.
there. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever the fuck you listen to us. We're visual, we're
Wherever
audio.
the
We got it
fuck.
all.
Listening is available.
We're trying to be more interactive with all of you that listen and watch. If you have any questions for us or just want to be on our podcast, you can send in some videos. You can ask us questions through email, through DM. It doesn't matter. Just hit us up anywhere and everywhere. And give us a like, comment, subscribe on everything. And thanks, Jaime, for being here. We really appreciate it.
No, thank you guys for
it was
having me, man.
fun.
It was hot. but
Sorry, it was very hot.
Yeah, we need an AC in here.
We're going to fix the AC.
Please like and subscribe because we need the money to buy a
Um,
This shit is so hot.
Yeah. So
Fuck summer.
thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Thank you guys.
Rock and roll.